Right, hopefully we're recording this time. Right, this is my first attempt at video logging on motorbike properly with actual voice. Just hope it's picking it up. Just riding out today on this KDX 200, which is my second bike and what I use for off-roading. It's a two-stroke, 20-year-old bike. Bought it because it was cheap. For a bit of fun in the winter time. It's certainly provided that as well. It's quite a laugh. No indicators, so off for the old hand signals. Unfortunately, we're on the roads today, but there you go. Good fun on the knobbly tyres. Did think about getting a more expensive bike, but when you're looking at more modern machines on the CRF 250 and the KTM 300s, it's running into thousands of pounds. So for something that I might not enjoy, I didn't bother spending much. But great introduction on this, and to be fair, when I have been off-road, green laning, there's nowhere this can't go that other bikes can, of the similar type, so I'm quite happy with it. Great for tinkering with as well. It's got a carburetor, and the only real modifications I've done is change the jets. Blowing a little bit less smoke now, and it's still nice and responsive. Oh, there's a horse now. Brakes are not very good. Something I must look at. My other bike's KTM 950, so this one feels pretty gutless in comparison. But when you get it off-road, it really comes into its own. This morning I was going to meet up with some mates on the Snake Pass in Derbyshire. That's the A57, goes over between Sheffield and Manchester, but I live on the east side of the Pennines, they live on the west, and they were saying in Manchester it was raining quite heavily and it was very cold. I decided not to come out. It is quite cold here. Oh, tank traps. I do hope the angle of the camera is correct and that you're actually getting some benefit of what I'm saying. I've set the microphone level on this machine to number 3, and basically velcroed the camera to the top of my heads, and I don't really know whether or not it's the correct angle. If not, I'll modify it. First attempt, so can't really complain if it's a bit naff. I've been messing with cameras for a little while. The first one I bought was a Tashion XC or something. That was alright as far as it went. Suffered terribly with any vibration. This rolling shutter effect, which I didn't really enamour itself to anything other than helmet mounting. Since then I've used a small Panasonic camcorder, which I put on a RAM mount on the KTM. Again, it does suffer a little bit with vibes. It's certainly no good for helmet mounting. So I recently bought this second hand, and as I say, it's first test after owning it for a few days. Woo-hoo! I have to keep reminding myself I've got knobbly tyres on. To be fair, they do okay. I've not ridden on knobbly tyres for 30 years, but on the road they seem alright. I watched some of Sven's videos and they fill me with fear. Fair amount of wind noise licking around my head now. It's a nasty little bend, this one, and it's always wet, as it is today. Bought the camera really because I'm thinking of going to, well, we are going to Spain this summer on the bikes, and this is not something you do very often. I wanted to get some good footage and save it for posterity.